Hi everybody, my name is Anusha. I'm from Kaivalyadhama, and I have here with us today our guests who have spent some time here at Kaivalyadhama and also undergone some therapies. So let's hear it from them today. Sachin, you want to share about, you were talking about your schedule and how you have now responsibilities and kind of work from home has had a different impact on all of us. So how has this entire yoga experience at Kaivalyadham kind of had an impact on you, or has it transformed you? Or
Absolutely. I came in here about last week. So this is my second week. And when I came in, I was just literally a quiet man who came in who was overstressed, anxiety, somewhat of a depression. When all of these things coming together, you can't coin just one term. But I was all of that, but I was just a quiet soul, and which is not me. So I've got my zinc back, I've got my mojo back, is what I would say after coming to this place. So it was a much needed break that I wanted, and this is not just a break where I'm coming away to getaway place where I'm just enjoying. This I'm enjoying in a more mental and physical detox. That's the process that I'm undergoing, and which I've absolutely loved it because it's peaceful. I'm back into my own elements. I'm refreshed, and I couldn't connect with myself because we're so busy in our own worlds, having so many responsibilities on a daily basis. I have two kids, so the kids, wife, family, dad, mom. There's just so many things happening. Plus work, situation, stuff. Still, we've got to all battle the same storm, and we are doing and sailing through, which we've done. But in all of that, you somehow lose yourself, and this is the place that got me back to it and has gotten me into my स्थिरता जो कहते हैं जो स्थिरता लाई है मैं बहुत ही चंचल हूँ बहुत बोलता हूँ बहुत कूदता हूँ बहुत मस्ती करता हूँ but internal स्थिरता जो है reconnect with yourself is something that is my takeaway from here. And the biggest takeaway, another one that I would like to share is there's somebody. This is something that I never thought, and I've now started practicing in the past 5 days. Sandhya ma'am, yoga teacher, right. She told us that you can tame a dog, you can tame a cat by giving instructions. You can tell a child that don't do this, he might listen to you for some time. But there's one thing in this world, which is your thoughts. There are thousands of them in your head, which we've never given attention to. But they just keep coming, we let them think, we let them go here and there. All of a sudden, when she said, try and control your thoughts. Don't let them control you. I've actually started going in when I close my eyes, every time I do a blackout. And I tell them, hey, come back. I am not letting you think. And this is an exercise I've done on myself, and it has helped. So I'm literally gathering my thoughts and saying, you're not allowed to go out. You better stay here, and I will tell you what is to be thought of. So that is
lovely. So that's like a takeaway for life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You'll always be more aware when you're thinking
totally.
next time.
Self-awareness.
Yes. Rani, I'll come to you about the therapies that you've undergone or whatever treatments that have been advised to you.
Yes.
So would you say they were personalized and it was taken care that your needs or your requirements, bodily or whatever otherwise, were met?
You know what, the beautiful thing about Ayurveda is that it's a very personal science. That means two people will never be given the same medication. Two people will be never given the same therapies. And I had the opportunity to actually learn a little bit because of radio. I had a segment on Ayurveda on my show at some point in Singapore. And I learned so much. So there was a starting point for me. But to apply the practice, it is always the hard thing, right? So coming to Kaivalyadhama was an opportunity to actually put into practice the little bit of Ayurveda that I knew about. So there's no questions like, I know what an abhyanga is. I do know what the principles are of eating, of sleeping, of having a timetable to your life. But I get to practice that here. I must say that the personalized therapies are extremely beneficial. And I'll give you an example. The doctor said, why don't you take a certain medicine? And I took it and my stomach wasn't too good. So I went back the next day and then he said, oh, don't worry about it. Maybe there's too much heat at this point. Why don't you take this the next day? And immediately, I just felt the change, and I said, wow, this is great. Because often in our city lives, you go to a doctor when you can, and then you never go back, for a recheck. Like, once you're done and feeling better, you hardly ever go back, right? And I think having a doctor around is one of the best things that they're always here. So that's been great. The therapies themselves, like whether it's the massages, sure, you can look at a therapy as a massage, or you can look at a massage as a therapy. And I think that that's the opportunity again that was given to us to look at these massages as not something that's here just to relax you. It's also going beyond that. The oiling is for your bodies, and also the strokes, are very specific. So they're not just the massages that you get anywhere else.